U.S. military conducted precision airstrikes against Iranian-backed Houthi facilities in Sanaa, drowning multiple Houthi UAVs, causing Yemeni rebels to label the attacks. This report has more.
The U.S. military has launched airstrikes against the Houthis' targets in Yemen's capital Sanaa, including a missile storage facility and the command and control site, to disrupt further attacks in the Red Sea against the merchant vessels and military personnel, according to the U.S. Central Command, which oversees U.S. Army operations in the Middle East.
Separate and distinct from the U.S. strikes in Iraq and Syria are the multinational actions we took on Saturday as part of ongoing international efforts to respond to increased Iranian-backed Houthi destabilizing and illegal activities in the region.
The U.S. Navy F/A-18 Super Hornets were involved in the attacks, which were announced shortly after a friendly fire incident over the Red Sea. The U.S. Central Command forces were responsible for the airstrikes, which were carried out last week. Besides, the U.S. Department of Defense reported that CENTCOM forces also shot down multiple Houthi one-way attack uncrewed aerial vehicles, OWA UAV, and an anti-ship cruise missile over the Red Sea.
As Secretary Austin said, this collective action sends a clear message to the Houthis that they will continue to bear further consequences if they do not end their illegal attacks. The U.S. has also taken unilateral action in self-defense to destroy missile launchers loaded to be fired and unmanned surface vessels prepared for employment by the Houthis, which posed an imminent threat to merchant vessels and U.S. Navy ships in the region.
The Houthis have criticized U.S. strikes on Yemeni ships, claiming they confirmed the lawless rampage and criminality in the region. A Houthi official called these attacks reckless and stated that the support for Gaza remains unaffected. The Houthis launched attacks on U.S. Navy and merchant vessels in the Red Sea, Bab el-Mandeb, and the Gulf of Aden.